Hello, sir. Uh, nice suit. You look wonderful. So, sorry if I'm a little late. Traffic, as you know, can be heavy sometimes, so let's see who you are. Your name's Tron. Well, nice to meet you, Tron. Looks like you have plenty to say in your notes right here. This is a long set of notes going from one, two. Okay, instead of me reading all these notes that you wrote, Mr. Tron, why don't you just tell me in simple, what is this all about? You refuse to. Okay, and why is that? Why do you refuse to tell me anything? You're not required to. Okay, that's fine. I can accept that too. So, is there anything you want to tell me? You don't want to tell me anything. Okay, well then, what brought you here today to speak to me? Okay, you refuse to answer that question. Okay, well, let's see why. Oh my God. Okay, so you're a sovereign citizen. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Sir, I don't need the long speeches. Just a simple yes or no. You're a sovereign citizen, right? Okay, and as a sovereign citizen, you do not, you refrain the right to basically not tell me anything. Okay, well, that's fine. I have no problem with that. So, why did you even come here today if you don't want to tell me anything? Oh, it was required to you be here. Okay, not a problem. And may I ask who by any chance told you to come here? Okay, it was a court order. You had to come here. Okay. Well, I'm going to make this as short then as possible, or I'll give you the same amount of time as I give any of my clients or people who wish to come and see me. So you call yourself a sovereign citizen. Okay. What makes you a sovereign citizen? Okay. Okay, so basically, as a sovereign citizen, you do not recognize certain things that the United States government or anybody of this part of the land does. Okay. Okay, keep talking. No, just keep talking. I just want to listen. Okay. What else? Okay. All right. We're not gonna try to make this too long. We're gonna make this short and simple. I get it. You're a sovereign citizen. You don't recognize any form of the local law enforcement around here. Yet you were told by a judge to come here. Okay, not a problem. Well, let me help you understand this, sir. Let me help you really understand this. Since you're a sovereign citizen, it's not my right then to talk to you about anything. No, it's not. Because you're waiting for me to say something and you're waiting to try to use it later on down the road against me. Right? Oh, you deny it? Okay, well, that's fine. Please, I want you to deny anything you're going to say to me right now. I want you to. Keep talking. No. Remember, you don't want to tell me anything. So we're just going to not talk about none of your problems. We're just going to talk about how you, as a sovereign citizen, don't recognize anything going on. Okay, that's cool. Well, you know what I see when I hear about you, sir? Do you know where the phrase sovereign citizen comes from? I swear to God, if you pull out a stack of paper, sir, I will have you removed from my office. Keep all that paperwork inside your suitcase. Do you know what a sovereign citizen is? In your own words, in your own language. Okay, you don't want to tell me. That's fine too. Well, let's take a moment right now to do a little research. Okay, yeah, we're going to take a little moment to do a little research. Here, hold on. Oh, it's all right. You can wait. Consider this a part of your time spent with me. Ah, here we go. The sovereign citizen movement in the United States. Yes, here we are. There's key points, there's ideology and origins, and sovereign citizen groups and groups. Well, let's start with this. The sovereign citizen movement is a large anti-government extremist movement who believes the government is the illegitimate product of a conspiracy that subverts the original lawful government. They claim people take steps to divorce themselves from the illegitimate government, after which it has no authority or jurisdiction over them. More or less. Let's keep on scrolling through this. Where does the origins and the ideology of this sovereign come from? Look at this right here. The Posse Comitatus, I'm saying that incorrectly though, is a movement emerged in the early 1970s as a collective of logically based groups who claimed that the county sheriff was the ultimate authority in the county and that it was the sheriff's job to prevent the imposition of unlawful federal or state law or regulations. But this, as you know, died out in the late 1980s. So, your name is Tron. Okay, well, let me make this clear to you, Tron. This so-called you're a sovereign citizen, that you don't have to talk to me about anything, which yes you don't. This whole thing that you got going on being a sovereign citizen, be aware this group was only around from the 1970s and died out in the late 1980s. And yes, I know all about that website that explains its origins, the key points of what they do, how they act, how they use certain tactics, how they use certain scams and frauds, how they later on turn around and use confrontations, threats, sending out letters to people saying this is who they are, this is why they believe they shouldn't do this, that, and the third. I get it. I don't need you to explain this to me, sir. But let me make sure you understand this. Since you're a sovereign citizen, you don't need to be here anymore. Yes, you can walk out that door right now, and I will not stop you. But be aware, I want you to consider this. As a person who is a sovereign citizen, since you don't recognize the government or its local law enforcement as people in charge and who basically keep lawful regulations and stuff in charge or stuff going, be aware at any time, if I were to attack you on the streets, and yes, you can disagree with me all you want. If I were to attack you on the streets, who are you going to call? Exactly, sir. You're going to call the police and you're going to tell them, this man attacked me. But guess what? You're a sovereign citizen. And you don't recognize the cops as a form of government or law enforcement. So if you just get attacked by me, I can easily just say he's a sovereign citizen. He doesn't recognize y'all's authority. And the fact that you and others try to use certain phrases and certain acronyms and certain key points of the sovereign citizenship declaration to say that I don't recognize you guys as a form of government, be aware, certain other people are looking at you right now as a sign of an extremist anti-government movement. And at any time, a cop can consider you a threat if you choose to come off as hostile to him. Oh yes, he can. Even if you disagree with me, that's fine. I want you to disagree with me. That's perfect. But let me ask you this then, at least this much, if you can even answer it. Why are you a sovereign citizen? So that's why you're a sovereign citizen, because your your partner, be it a man or a woman, they were a sovereign citizen as well. Okay, well, where are they at right now? Why are they not here with you? They're in jail. And why are they in jail? For not paying taxes. What else? For sending threatening letters to a local government branch. What else? So basically, your so called sovereign partner, be it a man or a woman, did so much hurtful and hateful stuff to the point where they got arrested by the very same local law enforcement that they don't consider a people who are upholding the law. Okay, that's fine. And you want to follow in that same path, right? Right? Well, sir, I'm not going to make this too much longer for you, but that's fine. You can do what you want to do, but do be aware. When you talk to me, Dr. Ross Hansburg, when you talk to me, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. So if I have to one day show up at a court hearing because of something you said, and then you try to use my own words against me, be aware. All of this will be taken into account against you, whether you like it or not. So, long story short, sir, long story short, after this conversation is over, do not ever show up at my office ever again. I have nothing against your claim as you being a sovereign citizen. You have every right to do that. But be aware, sir, the same people who you say is not a form of authority, not the police, whatever you want to call it, the same so called government you're saying blasphemous things to, that's the same government that at any time, if they want to break down the door, they could have you arrested for anything. And especially if you're sending them nasty letters like your last partner did. But I'm not going to make this into a long debate with you, sir. It was nice meeting you. I hope your sovereign citizenship goes well. And I do hope your friend gets out of jail. Oh, he's not getting out of jail. Well, I don't need to know why he's not getting out of jail. I just want you to have a nice day. It was nice talking to you. And my next client is coming in. So you can see your way out, Mr. Tron Sovereign Citizen.